Yo, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Skater V. On today's video, we're doing a review on is it worth signing up for the gaming subscription service PlayStation Plus. So for the last several years now, players have been having to pay to play online on some of their favorite gaming consoles due to some of the services that they're charging. And while PlayStation has been no different, they actually changed some of the benefits that now come with their services, as you now get access to their entire first-party collection, and some of your favorite third-party games as well. Now there's three tiers to this service that can add a little bit of confusion to the base on what do you get access to and what are you able to play and download. But in this video we're going to go and settle everything, so sit back, relax, and we'll settle the numbers and crunch on which service is worth signing up for. Now regardless of what plan you get, you will have three things for sure. You'll get access to play online on any of your favorite multiplayer titles like Call of Duty or so forth. And the second one is access to a bunch of game titles, which depends on what plan that you have. So the base service is called Essential, and that's the one that gives you access to play online, and you get 1 to 2, 3 monthly games every month. Now you will have the game in your library, but you won't technically own it because you only have access to play it as long as you have the service. And you can save your files on the cloud just in case you're not going to go back to that title anytime. So here's where Sony starts changing things up with their service Extra. For an additional $5, so that's $14.99 a month, you get access to a whole library of games. Now I'll show that collection a little bit in the video, but if you also notice that whenever you sign up for a longer extension of months, the service actually becomes a little bit cheaper, so I definitely recommend on at least estimating yourself on a plan if you want to sign up to save yourself a bit. And the last service is called Premium, and this one gives you access to play a bunch of classic PS1, 2, and 3 titles, and also some trials, which are now technically demos. Now, regardless of what service you get, PlayStation is offering a bunch of games, and honestly, they really switch it up with the quality that they have. Now, I've been on and off with the PlayStation Plus service for probably over maybe 6 years or so, if it's gone that far. And I've always noticed that usually all Sony's first-party titles are usually going to come out within like maybe 3-4 years after their release. But you're always going to get a really awesome, solid like third-party title, usually within a year or two of its release. I've even seen some that come out within 6 months, and I'm usually more shocked than ever. And there's lately been a lot of new games, like indie titles like Fall Guys. They just come out day one for the service, so that's also a plus, but they're not too often. And now there's a built-in app in the PlayStation where you can find all the games that you're going to need, no matter what service that you have. Now you see in this month they added Grand Theft Auto, Dragon Quest. When I was mentioning about indie games, the new cat game Stray, which I did a review on, that one was added day one, which was really cool. And also, like I said, almost every major title is almost here. They've been adding new games every middle of the month. And then the monthly game that you get for just the base service, that one's just for that time. Now usually it does go back into the service, but not always. And then the game trials, I've seen they have also been offered for the PlayStation Plus service, so I don't know if paying extra for demos is something that you're interested in, but the classic titles are pretty fun and worth exploring if that's something you're into. Now it's not like, oh wow, I'm playing all my favorite PS1 and 2 games. It's mostly like the greatest hits from the PS3 era, if anything. I will show the list in a second. There are a few PS2 titles that I have noticed, but there's also a large amount of PS4 games in here that have also been blocked, and I don't know how I feel about that because they're so recent that I don't know if I would consider them as classics. Same with a few PS3 games, so that those are more dominant in this side of the service as of now. It just makes it feel a little weird. Also, if any of your favorite games have had a remake or remaster, they've kind of been added to the extra service, so there's no point to pay for the additional cost. Like one of my favorite titles is the Kingdom Hearts series, and that's apparently is going to be added next month. So you know, it depends on which ones are your favorite. Oh, and they also offer a discount on select games just in case you want to purchase it to keep. And now I answer the question, should you sign up? Now off the bat, Sony has been offering a pretty good selection of games in their catalog. And all the big and small third-party titles are also here. So if you've been looking to find something that you just haven't played before, you're gonna get it. Now, this is where the service divides for me because I'm not a fan of paying online because I don't play that many multiplayer games. So I see it as, oh, I'm paying $15 to play a bunch of new games that I haven't played before. But for those who play multiplayer all the time, for you, it's just an additional $5. So the value of the service really depends on you, on how many games you're really going to play. Because if you are playing online, do you have enough time to play a single player campaign, and how many games are you going to play within that time, am I right? But I think for the price, is it worth it? I think it's a great service. It doesn't really add any additional things to it. I think it's something you can sign in and out. But other than that, for the price for what it is, it's not bad, and it gets a good one for me.